Michigan State and USC. We got to touch on them just a little bit earlier. We're going to revisit the Michigan State Spartans. They're joining us from the farthest team from the north side of the country, I believe, today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they keep this kind of cohesion going, right? Because they did fall a little bit short there against Ole Miss. Very close games, though, falling 2-0. So it didn't really feel like a 2-0 per se. USC is one of the schools that kept their rosters over the last year. So trying to keep that going for them as well. Looking positive coming up in third place here. But looking through Michigan State, looking strong, looking confident, ready to bounce back.
Michigan State have taken their time to build up their own roster to be prepared for today. Had some tough matches earlier on, and now they're going to get ready to take on the USC Gamecocks, who we've now had on stage for the second match in a row. If you've been around for a bit, you got to see them face off against Georgia State, and that was a very tough loss for them to go ahead and take. They started out strong. GMU made them look like nothing, and then they need to prove that they can come back, they can bounce and recover. They've had a long break from Rocket League, over a week without playing the game as a whole. That can help you get cold, you can lose your feeling, and now that you're fully into the tournament, we want to see this team perform. Arguably one of the most experienced as a group. This is their 8th LAN as a team, which is absolutely insane to say.
Yeah, USC definitely has a lot of experience in this in-person environment. Hopefully that comes back to them and they're able to take a step forward here. Getting a huge win against Michigan State would be the way to do that, to advance to 2-1. Hoping to contest this top spot in Group B here as we will jump into game Michigan State USC.
Starting off strong, the Spartans on the blue end. They're the ones to start with the kickoff. Rocket Man with a nice carry. Will be interrupted. Cats laying on that crossbar. That captain, that leader, has proven to be incredible in the defensive category whenever needed. And now we need to turn our sights around. One of the biggest struggles we saw for USC before was their transition between offense and defense. And they're not even going to try it. They're going to bang these shots in from midfield.
Yeah, USC getting aggressive with the long ball, trying to get a mid-range shot there on goal. The demo comes through as well there. But right now, momentum kind of swift shifting back and forth between two teams. No one really able to maintain possession of this ball just yet. A clear coming off from the side of USC, caught there by Mar. But Cats, again, trying to wrestle that ball back into USC's favor.
Michigan State, though, they're playing an incredible game. Look at this ball control that they have. They have these incredible carries and a pass from Moore out to Knock. That's the guy you want to set it up to. It's just a little bit wide off the crossbar. Michigan State are firing on all cylinders. It's only a matter of that accuracy that we've seen. Now, Cats wants to find a pass, looking for Solar. Is going to get the tap once again over the crossbar, not willing to overcommit. And that's why you leave Cats in front of the goal line. Just tip right in.
Yeah, off the crossbar there, Cats remains in position, unable to get that touch there, but the touch there from Og, the pass to Cats, able to knock it just above Mar and Knock. They're able to get the lead in favor now of USC 1-0, 30-40 left to go on the timer in game number 1.
And this is what we expected from USC. They're a team that, again, has been playing together for the longest out of most of our rosters here. And when you have that level of synergy, we expect to see these high-level passes. Yeah, Michigan are doing the same thing. That was a demo on the goal line, a pass up to Mar, sitting and waiting to strike.
Yeah, Knock with that huge demo. Mar is in position. Rocket Man pushing it off of that corner there, that left corner, setting up Mar with the goal, striking back within 12 seconds of kickoff there, tied up at 1. Still a lot of game time to come here. USC winning the kickoff there, trying to get a flip over Michigan State. Is Solar unable to do so, as Michigan State now tries to launch their counter attack so far, trying to get it out of this corner, but USC playing good defense.
USC, they just got that lead stolen away. Now, essentially, resetting that scoreboard. Are they going to manage to recover? Was Rocket Man with a shot up from Mar? It was a tentative double tap. It wasn't the angle necessarily that you wanted. Knock has been the demo guy, the aggressive player, and it pays off in dividends. It's the second time we've seen a play like this happen, Ben.
Yeah, Knock with the demo onto Cats there. Really opens the door for Michigan State to really put on the Jets. Solar not able to get back to contest that shot. And 2-1 lead now for Michigan State in game number 1. Good team play coming out from the Spartans.
When I had the opportunity to talk to Michigan State earlier, they were so emphasizing their importance of being able to work as a team, working around Knock. And Knock has been the person to initiate with these demolitions. You're playing aggressive aggressive and physical. USC, that's how they like to play. They move like clockwork. You suddenly remove one of those gears, what do you end up doing? You fall apart. Michigan State have shown picture-perfect plays twice in a row now, and USC now lost their lead. Half of the game still remaining and plenty of time to get themselves back on the board.
Yeah, but right now, Michigan State with good possession of this ball here. USC able to wrestle it back. Og trying to make something happen off the crossbar, but Nock is there to get the clear in favor of Michigan State, trying to get this cross set up. Solar able to make contact. The aerial from Mar will not connect in favor of the Spartans. Now Catron makes something happen, will have the angle and shoots it right to the back of the net, tying it up at 2.
And that's one of the points that you're like, Michigan State should have been there. That was a heavy commit. Nock did their best with the speed boost, just ran out of it as the ball crossed the goal line. And that's where somebody like Katz, who has some of the biggest experience in RLCS as a coach, an intelligent player, recognized the opportunity and took advantage of it. We once again find ourselves at an even scoreline.
Yeah, kickoff going in favor of Michigan State here, able to wrestle that one back. Nock trying to get the double tap off of the back bar there, can't commit to it as he runs out of boost in the air. Solar now trying to make something happen. Rocketman winning the 50-50 in the air, able to knock that one back. Good clear from the Spartans, regaining boost hopefully here. Og with the demo, possibly setting something up for USC, but unable to do so as Michigan State will find the clear.
Michigan State now on their own defensive end. I mean, Nock has been so good at controlling these corners right now. And even if we're not seeing him as much on the offensive end, after this game we need to check out the assists, the demos. I mean, this guy has been contributing so much to Michigan State's current success. But USC, they're not going to let him sleep. And no, a critical error. USC got too far out, and it was up to Mar to just escort it right home.
Yeah, Rocketman finding that cross from that corner there. Mar in perfect position. This is the team play that we wanted to see from the Spartans, coming back to their Georgia State game. I get sense their mindset coming back, but off of kickoff again. Nock, 2-score lead now for Michigan State.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. It was a dead even shot. Nock's like, let me get right in there, and boink right into the back of the net. And that's the last thing that USC wanted to see right now. You're down by 1, but now being down 2, that's that extra insurance goal with so little time remaining. USC need to pull out all of the stops. We need to see this teamwork that we saw in the beginning of the series to pull it back.
Yeah, 2-score lead now for Michigan State. The cushion is certainly there. Michigan State now trying to find these clears. Nock got demoed on the kickoff there, but doesn't surmount to anything for USC. Rocketman with the tap, unable to get it. 0 boost to their name. And right now, USC with 40 seconds left, down 2, need to try to get a good clear and a good counterattack if they want to try to stay in this game number 1.
Michigan State, they know that they're in control. They feel good about it. If Katz isn't going to let their team go away, tempted to get there in time, but the Gamecocks were just too slow to react. They weren't willing to commit that second player in fear of Michigan State getting a second turnaround. The problem is you're running low on time. It is all or nothing. USC, they need to commit here and now. We're going to change their current fate. 10 seconds on the clock. Nock looking for a clear, not going to get it. Og interrupting it. Can they find the shot? No! It's just off the post. At this point, this game is as good as won, but Nock wants to get one more style clear. Is the flip reset going off the sides. Katz isn't going to let it happen, yet the result is still going to be the same. 4-2 for Michigan State.
Yeah, a commanding game number 1 there from Michigan State. Able to get that momentum back in their favor. Lost it a little bit against Ole Miss, but able to bring it back 4-2. And Nock with the demos, really solidifying 2 of those goals for Michigan State. And that's something that USC hasn't been able to find just yet. Unable to get these counterattacks to fall in their favor. The clears not quite being able to be followed up on by the Gamecocks here, and the Spartans are running away with this one so far.
And what we've seen a lot from the Spartans is that team play. As I said before, they know that if they can work as a team, I mean, being in a LAN, yes, it's so distracting. You got these fun lights, you got the colors, heck, they can see us up here, right? That's distracting. If you're able to lock in, you can communicate with each other and be on that same wavelength. That is where the Spartans are going to find their most success. And it is arguably some of the most impressive teamwork that we've seen all day long. coordination, Knock on the demos, and the synergy between Rocketman and Mar. Absolutely picture perfect. It's going to be up to USC to find their rhythm once again, because it wasn't a game that was completely decided off of just one shot.
Yeah, and on the side of USC, you got to look at Og to try to get some stuff going, right? Being the star player on the side of USC here, trying to get some momentum and really build that confidence back on the side of USC to kick off in favor of them for the moment. Oh. Solar with a good tap over Michigan State. First 8 seconds, 1-0 USC.
You wanted something different? That's different. Thank you, USC. They have been listening to this. Solar, a player, been on the team nearly 5 years. This is going to be his last hurrah on the team, and he's going to make sure that his impact is felt. That's the first time the Gamecocks are going to be getting the lead here today. Last time this happened, Michigan State immediately answered back. They do not like being down in terms of that scoreline. You can see that with the current positioning.
Yeah, trying to find the clear knock.
Okay.
Able to follow up, getting that aerial punch to the back of the net again. It's only been, what, about 18 seconds when we only have 2 scores in game number 2.
I hate to say it, but I called it. I called it. I'm like, Michigan State, they don't like being down. You hit scored on. Well, be prepared for them to fire back. Absolutely dunked on Knock, the one to do it. Now we've been 20 seconds in, already 2 goals on the board. This one, sure to be a fiery game. Michigan State, that momentum now back in their favor, and they're going to continue to run with it. A beautiful pass from the corner to the ceiling to Mar, sitting, waiting in the center.
They can see Rocketman passing it over to Knock. They're not able to get in position to get that cross over to that mid aerial position there for Mar, and that's just communication at its finest, right? Everyone knows where that ball is going to go, corner, mid, net, and they executed it to perfection.
And we're starting to really see the patterns that the Spartans are going for. They're not even changing too many things up. It's Knock on the aggressive, these more big demos that we're seeing, right? And it's the setup passes. We're seeing the major commits. Players like Rocketman with the carries and the defense. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. Michigan State know exactly where they need to be at all times. Knock, I mean, that demo onto Solar. USC gonna struggle to maintain this presence. It's Og gonna nail it to the back and take a peek at how this actually ended up playing out. This was Katz. It was an aerial pass. That read is incredible.
Yeah, Katz able to get that touch, winning that 50-50 in favor of USC there, and just Og in position, able to recognize the ball trajectory and really where this is going to be placed for him to be able to capitalize and tie up this series. Kickoff going in favor of Michigan State now. Mar mid trying to clear this back over to USC's side of the pitch. Crosses coming back and forth.
Wow.
Knock again though, able to punch it to the back. I mean, Michigan State just answer everything that USC is trying to do.
And this is the definition of get treated how you want to be treated. I mean, Knock, this is the 3rd time that he specifically has scored in less than 10 seconds after USC does the exact same thing. I mean, their leads have lasted so few times, and it's not a feel good. I mean, USC, you go through all of that hard work to get that score evened up, and Michigan State's like, I'm gonna, too bad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's my turn now.
Yeah, exactly. Just snatching the lead back 3-2 now in favor of Michigan State. Mar trying to get that shot towards that goal, unable to sneak it through the defense of USC now. Knock looking for a clear. However, Solar is there to try to scoop it through that right corner, but unable to do so. Back and forth gameplay so far. Knock finally able to find that clear for Michigan State. Rocketman trying to follow up the demo onto Knock, however, might slow down the aggression coming out from Michigan State, and it will, as Og is now going to reset this ball, try to carry it back over to Michigan State's side.
Haven't managed to do it yet. And Rocketman looking for Mar in the center. Not gonna get the angle they were searching for exactly, and Michigan looked excellent on their offensive rotation. Just one player after another. You're not too afraid of overcommitting, and then use the demos on the goal line to make it happen. Except for this time, it's Rocketman on the explosion and Knock with the goal.
Yeah, Rocketman able to find that demo there, and Knock just again in position to wait for that ball just to fall right in front of that net and able to capitalize on the play coming through from his teammate. 4-2 now for Michigan State. 2:46, however, still left on the timer. Plenty of time for USC to claw back these 2 goals and tie it up.
But how are they going to be able to do something? Michigan State have been so dominantly in control of this game. Look how USC has to play over equal players in front of the net. You have to get a big boom down the other side, sure, to get some pressure off. Well, we're straight back into the orange half, and that's one of the biggest challenges that we're seeing USC face. They're continuing to play reactive, and you just can't keep up. Another beautiful shot. Mar doesn't find the mark. USC just are so struggling to get solid control on this ball. If you can't get it past, you can't get it clear, how are you able to score?
Yeah, Michigan State really is just suffocating any ball control that USC is trying to maintain, right? Another demo coming out onto Og. Mar finding that one, the pass to Knock, trying to redirect, try to find this cross back over, waiting for Michigan State to get into position to try to get a 3-goal lead here. But USC defense coming up huge, able to stop the forward momentum from Michigan State, but not for long as Rocket Man is finding another clear back over to the USC side.
They're going to manage to get a little more control. I mean, Cats doesn't have a choice but to play rather passive here. Michigan State, though, rather clumped up. With the opportunity, Og, the tap down to the back end. It's just like straight back to Knock. I mean, Michigan State are great at redirecting these balls right where they need to go. And even when USC do have that control, aren't able to connect, Michigan State will meet them where those passes are able to go. It's like they're reading the playbook before it's even unfolded.
Yeah, Rocket Man with a shot on goal there. Og able to keep it out of the back of the net. However, Rocket Man's going to find the demo onto Cats. Knock trying to make something happen, unable to do so just yet. But Rocket Man now with the double tap, the pass off the backboard, over to Knock will not connect, but the aggression is just overwhelming USC right now.
This is absolutely disgusting from Michigan State. I mean, they're making players like Og, who is an incredible player who's had experience at the top levels of RLCS, the professional league, and he just can't do anything. Michigan State have it all over the ball, and they're going to get their 5th and potentially game-ending point.
Yeah, Cats unable to make contact with that ball. Mar reading it off of that corner, able to solidify this game number 2, most likely 34 seconds left, 3-goal lead. Looking almost done and dusted here for USC. Michigan State playing with such power and speed right now that USC's having trouble keeping up. Solar now trying to catch up to this ball, trying to set something up for USC to try to crawl back into this game, but with 20 seconds left, it's not looking good as Knock again will find the angle from the clear 4-point lead now for Michigan State.
They're just both strength stats at this point. Michigan State, they know they've won. They feel good about it. I can see them starting to smile over there. Only 17 seconds left in the game. I mean, this is a team. When I spoke to them earlier today, they're like, all right, we can clear this. Any other team, maybe Ole Miss and Maryville will give us a run for our money, but everybody else, we are confident and we can win. And while I might have doubted them earlier, I'm never going to do so again. What a showcase that they put on for us here in the series. USC, one more consolation point on the board as we're getting ready to close it out.
Yeah, Cats able to finish that one off. The pass there from Og is able to connect, but it's too late, right? There's 4 seconds left in game number 2. Michigan State already taking game number 1 off the board in commanding fashion. And like you said, Michigan State was confident coming into this series, looking at Ole Miss, looking at Maryville as their top competitors, and right now it's looking that way.
It absolutely is. I mean, Michigan State will be taking another series 2-0, now with a 2-1 record within the group stage, only falling to our undefeated squad. Michigan State, they came here to play, they came here to win, and Exil, this is a squad you need to be watching out for going forwards. In my opinion, of the games we've seen today, this is the team that has impressed me the most in terms of their ability to find each other on the field, to coordinate with players such as Knox, assign somebody to a demolition similar of what we've seen in past shades of Northeastern. Michigan State are managing to do it here on the stage of Boost on the Beach.